You see here back in February 2020, I got kind of big, right? It was growing a little bit. And then I took a hiatus for quite a few months, Danny. And then came back, got kind of big again, took a hiatus, came back, just dabbled up until here. And this is when in 2025 I started coming to Dusty's, and then you see a little bit more activity. And then this is my Bold and Brave, right? The big spike there.
Yeah.
This spike right here, that's the Bold and Brave short that had over 10,000 views. But then since then, as you can see with my shorts and everything that I got going on, I'll show you here in a second how what I'm doing. Same as what I'm helping you do as well, right? And then so these are my views. And then now if you look over the past year again, you'll see, or even over the past 90 days, boom. Right now it's 5,500. Right? And the reason is because of these. Oh, these. Right? Because I got, oh shit, this one got 4,000 almost.
Holy snickers.
So a lot of it is the name, right? See this one? Hillary Throws Shade. That's why I made the ones with the names for you, Beth.
Yeah.
Why I made, because it draws the views, right? Bill Clinton and Epstein last meeting, Bill Clinton and Epstein first meeting, right? And I put those up. What he explained. Hillary Throws Shade, Hillary Spurg, right? And so, and then, but if you go down to Bold and Brave, that one's the big one, right? Because it was very fiery. It's nice. It's nice. But I'm not doing it for clicks and views. I'm doing it for information gathering. You know what I mean? Just chilling. So yeah, if we put a few shorts out when we're doing these things, you just tell me the timestamp, like, oh, 10th, that's a really good spot. I'd love to have that as a short.
So what is the time limit for shorts?
59 seconds. Sometimes you can get away with a minute. Some people have said you can get longer ones, but every time I upload a video longer than, sometimes you can trick it to allow exactly 1 minute. You've seen probably. But that's because it's like 59.01 seconds or whatever. So the cutoff is somewhere between 59 seconds and a minute. Right. But the problem is I grab my other piece of software I showed you and I recenter it and then make it portrait mode so that it looks good.
Yeah.
You understand me? I gotta grab it out of the widescreen and then make it look like this.
Yes, I know.
This is what I spent my time doing.
This was my first one, so I've gotten better at centering it now. As you can see, watch.
None of the Republicans asked a single question.
Well, I got to start learning how to do this for myself, too. You know,
you got to have a program. And I already described that to you that it's not for. So I get, but I don't mind whipping a couple shorts together for you. We're doing
I know. I know. I know. And I appreciate you. I don't like taking up all of your time. And
we're already doing the show. You're filling time on the show while I do the shorts. Not a big. You do what you want.
Okay.
You can
No.
Find that. No. Hold on. Find the because I don't have it anymore because I switched. But ask Dusty that program that they were using for the shorts.
CapCut.
It's free, and you get like 100 hours or something like that for free.
I got a couple.
Website.
I have a couple. I think I can do.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. No. The thing is it's like you are busy too. And
like I say, that takes 5 minutes.
I know.
They're short.
Like, what if you're, having a rough day and you're in bed and I'm like, hey, I found something that I want to be a short. Yeah, I don't want you to get out of bed to fucking help me because I'm a, dumb brat who.
No, figure it out. What I was saying is we're already doing the show.
Yes.
Right now until you figure out how to do shit.
Gotcha.
I can go like this, copy link, pop it over, grab it, cut it up, resize it, upload it in less than 10 minutes.
Oh, I might have one already for you that I saw this morning.
Okay.
I gotta find it. Am I allowed to cover news stuff into
Why
shorts?
not? What do you mean?
Like if a news channel like showed footage of a politician speaking, I
Yeah.
can turn that into a short, right?
I would see no reason why not.
Okay, well, I'm just checking. I don't know like copyright strike shit.
No, I see. That's the thing is, remember I told you. See,
Wink, wink.
so you go ahead.
No, I'm winking at chat.
Oh, there seem to actually be different rules with shorts as per, like the verticals at all than there is on the regular streams. Because that one that I said I got hit for with that weird video from Rocky Shepherd,
Yeah.
the vertical didn't get hit.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
Very.
So they apparently give way more leeway. Like that's what I always test the algorithms, right? And then I figured this shit out. Because I was like, why didn't I strike it on both of them? But you get away with a lot on the verticals. Anyway, we're just doing sidewalk law. Danny's seen this. I've showed it before.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Beth. Can't remember if you pull a Joe Cool unless you're at the cops or not.
Is that you talking, Danny? Because your mic is
Yeah.
cracked.
You're very low.
You sound like you're under a
Underwater.
coach talking through a paper cup. Not sure what's happening. So I'm just investigating. I'm an investigative journalist. This is what I do. I'm just looking around.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes. Ken, you got to throw me a birthday party.
Oh, that's right. We're
Maybe.
supposed to talk about that.
When is that?
The 15th.
Of this month?
Yep.
Yes,
I guess. Sure.
8 days.
Saturday the 14th. We got to do it.
I see no reason why not.
Scary movie themed and everything.
Okay.
Are you going
What
to tell
themed?
everybody how old you are?
Hold on. What themed?
The scary. I'm not talking about the movie Scary Movie. I'm talking about the Scary Movie Saturday the 14th theme. Like
Okay.
Oh, gotcha,
an
gotcha.
actual scary movie genre.
What is required
The
from me other
genre
than
of it.
what is required from me other than starting a panel?
I don't know. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Y'all can make fun of me if you want to. I don't give a shit.
Maybe a stolen vehicle, if I were just to guess.
Oh, this is the car that the
If I was to guess.
perpetrator was driving.
Who knows?
Is that the one that the cops were searching?
They weren't. I didn't see them searching anything. Like the
Okay.
cop car just pulled up. I showed up after the fact.
I'm going to be 42 years old. What the
I
fuck?
thought you were only 40. But anyway, I'm just looking around. As you can see, I'm not interfering with anything, but it does get dicey here in a second. But
No, what's bad is I forgot how old I was for a minute there.
Oh,
see,
shit.
I'm just looking around, right? And I'm like, ooh, look at that fucking tire, right?
Oh, shit.
Homie looks like
That's
he was
gnarly.
in a
Yeah.
chase and he had a bike strip.
Something, yeah.
That's
That's
what
a
looks like
strip.
happened to me.
I'm just reporter. You hear that? You get this one. You got to listen. So as you can see, I have not. I did talk to the cop up here. He didn't want to talk to me. And there was nothing significant. I should go back where we at 416 just for coverage sake, so that people can say you were already harassing the cop and you showed it wrong and said the blah blah blah.
Busy? Busy? Yeah? I just wanted to give you guys compliments, but no, it's all good, buddy.
He's right in the middle of something. As you can see, it's very hectic. But as you can see, I respected his space.
Right.
He pushed back and said, I'm not comfortable with this discussion or whatever. And I'm like, all right.
I applaud
was
you for giving the
respectful.
man, the respect to back off. That was good of you.
Well, this is, as you can see, this is rural Canada.
Yeah.
Right? This is not, they're not used to a 6-foot man walking up holding something that looks like a lawyer's satchel and a camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, what the fuck is happening? Why is it? You saw him try to put up his window a little bit, right? He's like, what the fuck?
It's like, what the fuck? Are they breeding and making like damn hybrids of these people now?
Well, just that's why I like when he did the window up thing. I'm like, do you mind talking to me? And he's like, I'm busy. And it's like, okay, this guy's already right the fuck on edge. I need to just take a step back, give him a few minutes to get comfortable. Not looking to have a fight with you, sir. I'm just a reporter. You know what I mean?
That cop said, I need an adult.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bro, all right. Like, no, we get into it here in a few minutes. Tire. You gotta listen. You gotta listen real close because now, as you can see, I'm not concentrating on the tow truck at all. I haven't even really showed the tow truck. I mean, you can go back, but I wasn't talking to this guy, nothing. Right? All I'm doing is recording. This is a public video. And then this guy goes, you better not get me on that camera. It's like, oh, now I gotta put you on the fucking camera.
If you would have been polite.
Yeah, just shut up. I was trying not to even record you, bro.
But now I'll make you famous.
Stolen. Must be stolen, if I was to guess.
That's me talking to either the audience or the tow truck guy. But as you can see, I'm keeping the camera off him. I'm not here to record a tow truck driver. Here? Why are you videotaping that?
Legally allowed to? Doesn't matter. Nope. Anywhere in public, dude. Nope. Nowhere in anything that can be seen from the public can be recorded.
I don't give you permission to take me.
Doesn't matter. Sorry. Not trying to be a jerk. And if you hadn't started telling me what to do, I wouldn't have started recording you. So.
I'm going to contact my lawyer.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I've been in contact with 7 lawyers about this, boss, so I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't legal.
Yeah, so go wash your GG and.
But I don't do that in public. You know that, Danny. When I'm in public, I have candor. I have chivalry. I am not here to fight with a tow truck driver.
He keeps the JJ to himself.
Gotta watch the watchman, buddy. Gotta watch the watchman.
What is he doing?
Oh, I would say that that's probably a stolen car. You can see the other tires chewed right off of it. So,
And now I'm just talking to a bystander. Right? As you can see, I'm out of everybody's way. I'm not trying to cause no trouble.
yeah.
I like your style.
Well, and I still do this sometimes. And now I'm taking steps back away from the car that's being towed so that they can't say it's a safety issue. I'm not stupid.
This ain't your first rodeo.
I've been doing this for 30 years. I just don't have anything from 30 years ago.
Butts.
I have stuff from 6 years ago. You know.
See, as long as these guys know that there's somebody's watching them, then they won't give other people a hard time. No,
Is that at
no.
Tim Hortons across the street? Is that where your husband was
course.
shopping?
No, I don't live close to here anymore. This is
If I was
Oh.
to get,
Oh yeah, this was a
Ages
while
ago.
back. Yeah.
because that tire's flat and the other side is chewed right off, like on Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, I see what you're carrying now.
I don't know.
This
I
video's
walked down
from
the
5
street and I
years
was
ago.
at the corner over there, and then he pulled up and turned his lights on. So no, I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, see this is in front of this gentleman's house. He came out to see what's going on in front of his house. I'm interviewing him, right? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Why is this car parked on the side of the road with its tires ripped off? He wants to know. I want to know.
Okay, so what? Never mind.
You nosy
No,
bastard.
you're good.
Yes.
What's that, dear?
No.
called
I
you
was
nosy
just. I was just now. It was just dawning on me that yeah, the cops are having it towed for evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm recording. I don't just go, somebody has a engine trouble and I'm going and recording them and recording your tow truck taking your car away. That's not it's not public interest. It's none of my business what you're doing with your car. But this is something else. That's why I'm recording it. The real part's here.
You know what I was gonna say?
Here.
No, what I was gonna say to you, bosses. See, I know a lot of people in America, and they think that all cops are bad. And I try to tell them, I'm like, I lived in
This is before I thought all cops were bad.
Yep.
all over Canada my entire life, and cops are not like they are in America, right? I try to tell them that. They didn't believe me until I started doing this.
Yeah, you're just sucking up to the cop.
No, no,
That's a good idea, actually.
No, I always had good interactions with the police.
I know. They're not as bad as they are in the States here. There are a few.
No, they are getting bad. They're getting
There are
bad,
a few
Danny.
bad ones, though. Yeah, I know.
Show them what good police interactions are supposed to be like just privately, right? And they're like, wow. They're in shock that, like, I can just stand here and talk to you, and you're not screaming at me. You're not allowed to record, blah, 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 blah. Like, this guy was a little bit mad. He thinks I'm probably putting it on YouTube, but I'm not.
Which I had no plan to put this on YouTube. But it became a story. Watch.
And it's like, I know the law, right? I know it very, very well when it comes to public recordings, things like that. No, not one cop has ever given me a hard time.
Yeah.
Not one. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just, that's the difference between an tyrannical police force, which a lot of places in America have, right? And Canada, right? And I don't want Canada to become like that.
Yeah, it just depends, right? I mean, there's limits like anything else, and
No, there's only one limit.
well, the limit is
Voyeurism.
yeah. Well, in the course of police duties,
Nope.
like so, okay.
As long as I'm 10 feet away.
that doesn't exist. So
Huh? All right.
I'm not going to get into
No,
sidewalk.
all right.
I'm
It's all good.
just telling you, like,
That's why this is called sidewalk law. As soon as he pushes back and tries to say that he can create a perimeter, essentially, I'm like, I'm not talking to this guy. This is not, no.
If he felt like it, he could grab a hold of you, put you in cuffs, and put you away for 72 hours. You know that, eh?
You
Yeah.
can do what?
He can put you in jail for 72 hours without cause.
He can try.
Well, it's
Wild.
something having to do with
Yeah, Danny, do you see that I'm holding my camera at below my chin and it's at his eye level?
No,
He
I
can
can't
try.
do that.
He can try.
Yeah. Okay.
He can try.
I know what will happen, but you know what I mean, though, right? If you
I understand your words, but what I'm saying is, if he wants to make it a thing, we can make it a thing.
All right.
I'm not going to get into sidewalk.
all right.
Yeah, Danny.
No, I was just gonna say they do have the right to hold anybody for 72 hours.
They can try.
Depending on they can try. Okay.
Because it'd be a lot longer than 72 hours.
Sure, if they have to try.
Right. No, they will have to try, and it will be a lot longer than 72 hours. And then when I start showing up with a camera outside your kids' recitals and shit, I don't want to hear you fucking crying.
It's all
I'm
good.
just telling you, like, if you get to inject yourself into things, that's where it gets a little blurry. You can't inject yourself into a police investigation. If we're dealing with someone and you repeat it, then it's obstruction.
That's
So I'm just
different.
telling you
Yeah,
straight up.
that's different. Yeah.
That's why I don't want to talk to him, because if he thinks that this is me injecting myself into an investigation, then you're already a piece of shit. This guy's terrible at doing a tow truck. Look what he's got going on here. Car's not even on the fucking thing.
Of anything like that, right?
If I was to guess. Mind if I ask, was this stolen or? No, don't know.
What's that?
Was it stolen?
I can't get into the details of anything like that, right?
If I was to guess. I never seen tires like that before.
But he's still being cordial, see? He ain't too bad.
Yeah.
He ain't too bad.
I've seen worse.
Well, people say, "Oh, but hold on." Remember, I had an argument. Was it where we were listening to Dumb Speakeasy, saying shit, and it's like, "Oh, no one ever highlights the good things." Well, I say this one is not actually that bad a one,
I agree.
right? So I seem to be. So listen, I know I'm not what people would call an auditor. Okay, I'm not screaming at the police and getting arrested and going to jail. Sorry that I talk to police like they're human beings.
You don't have to scream at them to be an auditor. All you gotta do is just filming them. You know what I mean?
I just,
You don't even
no,
have
I
to
know. I'm
talk to
fucking
them.
around. I'm saying that.
I know.
I see,
Smart ass.
you can see that I am speaking to this man like he is my brother. He's just another human being out here. Same as with a coffee shop. He's work a coffee shop. I'm not your fucking better. I'm not going to start screaming at this guy who's obviously dealing with a stolen car, right?
Yeah.
He does not want to be doing this right now. So I'm not going to stand there and fucking, well, you should tell me. I'm the press. Don't you believe in the rights for the press? Blah, 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 blah. No. Ask a question. He refuses to answer the question. That's what a reporter does. Would you like to make a comment to the public? No. Thank you. Have a good day.
In other words, you are the press, not the paparazzi.
Oh, I don't like paparazzi. No. Now I have done paparazzi stuff too. I can show you right now. Someone was getting pulled
Was
away
it
at the very
Diana
beginning.
that changed things for you?
What?
Was it Diana that changed things for you? How
No.
you deal with your journalism?
Britney Spears.
Oh. I figured you would have gone all the way back to Princess Diana. I mean, that was only back in,
It's that, but
97.
more Britney Spears. Yeah, with the umbrella and stuff. That was sad.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I don't like people harassing people like that. No. I'll take a step back. I'll take 10 steps back. I don't want you to ever feel uncomfortable. I'm not in public to make people feel uncomfortable. That's not how I do.
Yeah, the camera
All
has
you gotta
zoom on
think
it.
is, how it would make you feel if somebody was coming up in your.
Oh, I wouldn't care. I'm a camera whore.
You probably.
If you start recording my husband, I'm going to act exactly like those Karens that get mad at you, like I showed yesterday,
on,
where
Tim,
everybody
somebody
got
start-
clocked.
Fucking with your husband, they're going to be leaving probably in a body bag.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a guy who stared at my husband in a dollar store a few years ago that I was a few steps behind. I won't describe why, but just imagine it. You're probably right. Because my husband was prancing around with a bright pink mohawk or something. Right? And he's prancing around with his mom, buying his mom stuff. So he's like, oh, look at it, all happy. And this dude was staring him down. And my husband wasn't even paying attention to the guy. You don't pay attention to shit when he's in
The
public.
dirty snare.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I stopped right in front of him and just turned my head to the side and went, what? And his face went, whoa, what the fuck? And then he walked away. Because I don't play. You look at my husband with a death stare, there was not right around that same time, because my husband's very flamboyant. A guy in the store, at the dollar store, was standing beside him with supposedly his girlfriend or something, and then started saying the F word and making derogatory comments, not directed at my husband specifically, but because my husband was standing beside him.
They were just saying like it generalized in the air for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my husband came out and told me, and only because he threatened to walk and go away, like, and not be even in the car anymore. Like, he was going to leave. Right? If you understand me, like, because I said, I'm going in, come with me. He's like, no. I'm like, all right, stay here. I'm coming in. I'm going in. And he's like, no, if you do, you'll have to find me later, because I'm not getting involved in this. And I'm like, that's one lucky man in there right now. Real lucky man. So that's why I do have a problem with a lot of public recorders, because if you start fucking around, you will find out. Like, there's been many times where I'm recording and they have little children around, and I will not record that.
You know, Beth, being you were a wife, you know what it's like to have to calm down your husband from men making comments.
My ex-husband was so jealous.
Right. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I got to take a leak. Be right back.
Go Weasel.
He
Check out. Take it out.
We both worked in a bar, and it was a nightmare. Like the hat.
Looking at the fog.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
And it's thicker. It's thicker, like in places. Like
that's how it looks over my pond a lot of mornings. Yeah.
It's crazy here right now. Like, we had to drive like behind four-way flashers, like almost the whole way here. It took us longer to get where we wanted to be.
Wow.
Because of the fog.
Oh man, he's gonna be riding a horse. Oh, that's gonna be so mystical and cool. Oh,
I think he's switching. I think he's switching up now. He went by like 3-4 times already with like a different horse each time. And well, the first one was real nervous, right? He was coming back down the lane from that way there, and the horse saw the truck, and he just started like bucking, like jumping up. And that he's not used to the traffic and that. So he went straight to the barn, switched up, got a different horse, and then the second one he drove was a real nice black stallion, and he had a really nice gallop to him.
Nice.
Yeah. And then he just flew by there right before I turned the camera on with a brownish colored horse. He wasn't too bad there. He liked to run. But yeah, it's crazy the prices that they want for the horses and that nowadays. When I first got up here, they were only going for like under $1,000, right? Now, holy frick, they're almost 10 grand.
I think a lot of that depends on the breed.
Well,
I mean, you got your Kentucky Derby thoroughbreds that are like, $1 million a pop.
$1 million.
And on says, let Beth tell her story.
Oh, I wasn't invested in selling it. I was just saying, my ex was super jealous. He knocked a couple people out while we were working at the bar for shit like shaking my hand for too long.
Yeah.
Were you paying more attention to the one shaking your hand, or?
No, well, I was a bartender, and like the one guy. The one guy. I was on one side of the bar. He was on the other. He was a drummer in a band that played in our bar at least twice a month. And I was working every time they played. And freaking, I'd never actually been introduced to the band members. Dude walked up and we were trying to catch each other's name, but the music was really loud. So he was standing on the metal bar down at the bottom of the bar to make himself taller. And I was like hoisted up on my side of the bar, leaned forward trying to hear his name, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like he just disappeared. And I look up to see my ex-husband guiding him by his neck across the bar and launching him.
Yeah. What did he do again? Sorry, I was fading out because I was trying to read back chat and do what specifically did the guy do?
Trying to
Well,
tell her
apparently
when.
he was shaking my hand for too long.
Yeah.
We were trying to exchange names, but we couldn't hear each other talking. We had a bar between us. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was like hoisted up on my side, leaned forward trying to hear him, and he was standing on the metal bar on the front of the bar.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to catch each other's name.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he was gone. And my ex-husband, oh my God, he was even mad at me. He said I shouldn't have allowed the guy to shake my hand for that long because we shook
Was
hands.
he good looking?
I don't know. My husband was way hotter.
I mean, I can imagine the situation. You know, you're leaning. You're like, huh? You're not thinking about what you do in your hand because you're too busy trying to lean forward to listen.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's the thing is usually when I'm meeting somebody and I'm shaking their hand, I let go after I hear their name. That is like, you know, because I repeat their name back to them as I shake their hand.
Exactly.
Yes, and there's etiquette for doing that. Obviously, people don't know etiquette. When you're leaning in to speak to a woman or even a man in a crowded room, you put your hand to your face like this and you go like this so that and where obviously you're past their mouth and you go, hey, blah, 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 like this. And it also amplifies your voice. You do that close like this to the side of it. Hey, by the way, my name's 10th Man. Right. And then you're not holding their hand, but that guy didn't know etiquette. So your husband did the right thing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I didn't yell. I mean, like, actually, I was apologizing to him for fucking days because he was mad at
fault.
He was mad at me.
No, yeah, because he's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, he is.
No, that situation.
He's pretty.
No, for getting mad at Beth.
He was really
mad at Beth.
Oh, you're
You don't
talking
get
about her husband getting mad about it. Yeah.
About Beth. He was mad at Beth about it.
Well,
not
he was
just
mad at situation. He should not have been mad at any part of that situation. I mean,
just-
unless the guy was actually putting some moves on her and like
Not at
running
all.
his hand up
I
her
will
arm
admit that he over
each other's name. My God,
I think he overreacted.
Oh, definitely.
But then my reaction would be a little different. See, even if he was moderately good looking and I thought that he was hitting on my husband, I'd be like, hey buddy, package deal, what's up?
I thought you were gonna say, can I hold hands too?
Yeah, no, that's what that was. Package deal.
Package deal, yeah.
See this ring?
Look,
if
my
the bar
husband
had not been in between them, that would have been a different story.
Exactly, but we had literally a bar
Yes,
in
fucking
between us.
bar between the two of them.
Okay, the fucking thing was 2.5 foot wide, you know, and the guy wasn't much taller than I was, hence why both of us had to climb up on something in order to fucking get close enough to scream at one another over the rock band that was playing, right?
Right.
But like, it was one of those things, and I mean, I even told my ex, I'm like, babe, like, there's no competition. Like, that guy has got nothing on you. My husband, he used to have the sexiest curls. Oh my God. Like,
I don't have any inadequacy issues. I just want to join.
Are you talking about on top of his head curls or?
The thing is, my ex is a violent man. He likes to fight. He looks for any reason to fight. There was one night, holy shit, they were throwing a rave at the bar, okay? And there was this kid, this Asian kid who was rolling on E. And he was just talk. And he kept trying to shake my ex-husband. He was the head door guy. And he was at the door. We were all outside having a cigarette. And this guy kept trying to shake his hand because they had made him leave the bar because he was too high and was becoming a liability. And I think he was just trying to schmooze his way back into the bar. And my ex suddenly out of nowhere, he like shoves him back and he's standing there. And one of our other coworkers is talking to the kid, trying to tell him, he's trying to tell the kid to take a walk. I watched my ex-husband. I'm not even shitting you. He took his fucking cigarette. He took a drag. He went like this and flicked it right in the kid's fucking face.
Oh.
And I was like he almost got fired for that one because it was completely uncalled for. Just took that last drag, thing, right, hit the kid right here, right below his fucking eye.
Just
Lucky
one of
he didn't
those
get charged for
dickhead
it.
moves.
Yeah,
And find out.
yeah. There was another time a guy was talking shit on me. He fucking literally, as he was walking past him, sucker punched him and knocked him clear out of his shoes.
Oh,
No shit, out of his shoes. One of our favorite stories at the bar. He did. He went right up to our boss and he was like, I quit. And they were like, what did he just say? And then they all came running and got there too late. One of our big bouncers all of a sudden just wrapped him up from behind in a bear hug, picked him up off the ground, turned around, put him down, and said, go that way.
oh shit. Hey, Grassy Ash.
Hey, so I want everybody to see.
Sorry for story
Now.
time.
No, you're fine. Shut up, Galadriel. Now I want you guys to see why people get confused by reality. It's because your brain only has the ability, unless trained, to see a certain amount of things at the same time. After that, it kind of just freezes and then goes, I don't need to see that anymore. Kind of like that, what I talked about, the theory of why people seem to see time as going faster as they get older, is because they get set in a routine of doing things the same time all the time. So the same memories just get overwritten and they don't actually form neural pathways for new memories. And then everything moves faster because you don't do anything different. And this is the same principle, essentially, kind of, but it's like your brain eventually, when it gets too much stuff, like when there's a war and all the different things all at the same time, your brain just glazes it over. And they're doing it on purpose, right? This is how the elites and all the what's controlling our society, the judiciary, legal societies, this is all set up so that it just seems normal. And it's just, to me, it's exactly like this illusion. Watch. Shut up, Galadriel. Shut up, Galadriel.
Hello everybody. So for this one we use the zoetrope technique to design a racetrack that looks like it's stationary when it is actually spinning. So the idea is that we pop a few toy cars on there and they spin round with the design, but because they're not zoetroped, it creates an illusion that they're driving around the track. Just going to chuck a pen on there as well to show it's really spinning. There it is. And I'm just going to bring the whole thing to a stop. Et voila. Hello everybody. So for this...
See? And that's what they're doing to our brains. Get it?
Not mine. I ain't got enough brain cells for it to work on it no more.
Stationary.
Oh my God.
So the idea is that we put a few toy cars on there and they spin round with the design, but because they're not zoetroped, it creates an illusion that they're driving around the track.
It's the same thing like Magnetic Hill over in Moncton.
Yep. It's really spinning. There it is. And I'm just going to bring the whole thing to a stop. Et voila.
What do you got to say about that?
Those illusions sometimes give me headaches.
But that's what they're doing to our brains.
I get it.
Okay, well, we'll see what this is. Yeah, I got you, brother. We don't mind drinking people on here, but we need to talk to you first. What's up, James, Ottawa?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How about yourself, man?
Chillin.
Oh, Jason from New Brunswick told me to join your
PEI.
Jason Godet.
Yeah.
Jason Godet.
Yeah, with the shirtless guitar guy.
What did he do? Raid me?
Oh no, this was from a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. All right, no worries.
I don't mean any harm.
No, you got to be careful, sir. We got prom bombers over here. So first, bear with Second,
At least he sounds like
one second. I gotta have personal time with Jason. Hold on.
Okay, who sent you here?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Not bad, yourself.
Good. That was some good trolling you did yesterday.
Oh fuck. I was drunk. I don't remember.
I would love to be able to get into the nuances of it, but it would ruin it. So it's better we just go with it. And it's funny. And he didn't fall for the bait, but was still funny.
Right.
Funny.
Last night is very foggy. I don't know why.
When you said you hated me, we watched it. We were watching it right at, because I got some messages, right? And they're like, hey, Jason's talking shit about you. And I'm like, let's see this.
Oh, you like that, Jason?
So it is actually good that you showed up, Jason, because you can corroborate my information.
What is this? I just caught that image.
A couple days ago.
Oh,
couple days ago. Like 3 days ago. I saw it happening, but I like to report on it after, because we're going to go over a couple things. So I want to show you Americans where you're going to be in about maybe 3 years or less, right? Because we started all this progressive fucking non-binary ghost trash and getting all the people to come in. It's like, oh, big hug parade. Everybody's going to be happy. They're going to contribute to our society and they're going to pay taxes. So it's going to pay for all the stuff and we don't got to worry. But then you find out that an immigrant family that has 3 children and a wife and a husband actually get $80,000+ per year out of tax dollars in benefits, whereas most of us in Canada survive on half or slightly more than half of that per year for a family.
Dude,
and
you're
those people, hold on. No story time.
Hello?
And those people, I apologize. And those people, I just forgot. I missed you. and then those people over a 15 or 20 year period don't get off the system and don't pay taxes, while we are paying like half of our salary in taxes. But we're only making $40,000-$50,000 a year, and they're making $80,000, and then this happens.
Granville Street was closed to traffic as protesters demonstrated outside the provincial legislature, calling on the PC government to rethink its push to develop natural resources like onshore gas and mining for certain critical minerals, and to include Mi'kmaq in the process.
And we have to start working together. That's the only thing that's going to save us, is working together, shoulder to shoulder with all our neighbors.
Trust me. You guys know how I do things. It's not just about this. Trust me. This is an all-encompassing issue. Watch.
Premier Tim Houston was absent from his seat in Province House today while attending a mining conference in Toronto, where he's talking directly to industry to encourage development here. The Houston government says there's a demand for critical minerals, and mining can help drive the economy by tapping into those natural resources.
We know we have to grow our economy here in Nova Scotia, and we need to do that by using our resources.
Maloney spoke to the crowd, sending a message to the mining industry saying if the Mi'kmaq aren't at the table and consulted, then industry isn't welcome.
Nothing happens in Nova Scotia without the will of the people and Mi'kmaq rights being met.
Indigenous and El-New Affairs Minister Leah Martin didn't meet with protesters outside, but did say her government is meeting with Mi'kmaq leaders and meeting consultation requirements.
And I'd like to mention here, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing about this right now. Believe what you want, don't what you don't. It's all in my archives. I've had numerous Indigenous people come on this show and explain to me, and I've done numerous stories about Indigenous peoples. Their band leaders and the people who get the money from the government do not distribute it fairly throughout their tribes and bands, and the whole thing is a catastrophe. So I'm not going to hear this, quite simply because this is an organization, and it's quite likely that they actually don't care about the people that they claim to represent. So we'll just leave that, put a pin in that, We're going to move forward.
And it's a requirement. It's something that we take very, very, very.
That lady looks way too fancy and rich to be representing any of the indigenous people that I ever met. That's all I'm going to say, because people I met are like Jason and I. Not this. Whatever this is not a representation of any indigenous peoples that I ever met.
Very seriously, and we will always uphold our duty to consult.
The province spent $300,000 in this year's budget to help develop the mining sector and gave Invest Nova Scotia $1.5 million to encourage development of natural resources like mining and forestry work. Jesse Thomas, CT.
So now we see people going, no, don't do that. We can't have that. But then, at the same exact time, have this happening. Watch.
When you cut education, tourism, sports, health, Gaelic programs, African Nova Scotian initiatives, Indigenous programming, all in one budget, that's not accidental. That's a choice. Apparently, in this province, reconciliation is like a New Year's resolution. You can announce it proudly in January. You can talk a lot about it, but come budget season, it's forgotten. If reconciliation is real, it should survive a budget meeting. In treaty, relationships matter, and they should show up in funding, not just land acknowledgements. We keep hearing about fiscal responsibility, but responsible to who? Because when funding is cut in community programs, mental health supports, cultural initiatives, and services our youth rely on, that's not trimming fat. That's cutting the muscle. That's cutting lifelines.
Because we know this is all connected. We know Houston's coming at the arts, at education, and community services so that he can give subsidies to the extraction companies. But we don't want no dole-outs to extraction multinationals. We want support for the people.
Just want everybody to take note. Not one single word said in this video about jobs. Not one. Not one word.
People who help heal us in our communities, who bring us joy, who bring us spiritual fulfillment, and who help teach us to be good stewards of the land.
Not one word about jobs, because see, they don't want. So what I just showed you is they don't want any exploration or any type of jobs created at the same time, same day, same protest. We want more free stuff. Fuck the jobs. Someone explain it to me. Make it make sense.
Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it?
I want someone to make it make sense.
Oh, Caucasian.
They took
Yeah.
a page from the script.
Watch. There's more coverage of this than there is of the fact that these people don't want jobs. Watch.
Nova Scotia's premier took the stage at a gala meant to
Trust me, I'm not okay with the government either. Watch. This is going somewhere.
celebrate African heritage just 5 days after his government announced cuts to programs that would directly affect the community.
As a government, we remain committed to supporting increased education.
Hundreds stood, raising their fists in the Black Power salute.
What do they call Black Canadians? Are they African Canadians like African Americans?
Sorry, you're gonna have to go back. You're gonna say it again. Gotcha, Danny. No, it's okay. Just what were you saying?
I was saying, up there in Canada, is it African Canadians like African Americans, or is it just you're Canadian?
The strangest thing is, it's African Americans.
What?
Yes.
Well, we do live in America.
Part of
Only
Canada.
Don't let me
Canada is
stop
part
saying
of the Americas, so
That is some shit.
Hold on. Only Americans say that Canadians aren't Americans.
Yep.
We
Well,
all know that we are North Americans. We're all
Right.
part of America.
That's
You
right.
guys are the United States of America. You guys aren't American. We are. We are North American. We consider ourselves part of you. You guys think we're better because we're the United States of America. So fuck the rest of America. We're the coolest ever because we got bombs.
But no,
No, they just don't. They just don't.
We got the rest of North America
They
and
just.
South America.
They just don't
We
teach it in school appropriately anymore. That's all.
Guns.
America's hat. There you go, Squatch.
We're killing strangers. We're killing strangers.
Better than killing your loved ones.
We're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. We're killing. That's what we're doing. Like, whatever.
Hey.
Figured that
You're
out.
not
They
American.
get the same to
You're
us. That's all I
American.
gotta say.
You're the wrong kind of American. Sorry, Beth. You were talking. I apologize. I was going on a riff there.
I need to play you some My Blood for Blood.
Go ahead, Beth.
I was just saying, they just don't teach it correctly in school that everywhere that, you know, it's North America and South America continentally, and therefore, yes, Canadians are American or North Americans, like you
North
said,
Americans.
just like how anyone who lives in South America is South Americans.
Yeah, you don't ever hear them say I'm American. They say
No, but
South American. But
you want to know
usually
what's
they
also
probably
funny
just go to
about
their
that?
country's name.
Oh, my turn.
Yes.
The funniest part is if somebody, a foreigner, asks if you're an American, right? Even though we're from America, we say, "No, I'm Canadian."
I mean, that's what most people around the world do. They don't go by their continental name; they go by their country's name. And just so happens, the name of our country is the United States of America.
I'm just going to leave my camera on for a little while so that people come in from the vertical and go, "What's wrong with your camera?" You know, engagement.
Poor Mexico, right?
It's like that.
I think I was too hot for that statement just
We're
now.
American too.
Me too. I'm also
It's
drinking.
like, what's wrong with my camera, Kent?
You're ugly.
So much camera switching out.
I can't see.
So anyway, let's just get this through. Anybody else up until now? 'Cause we went on a weird.
Look at his shirt.
What an American thing.
What happened? I mean,
It's a Diddy shirt.
you know, with the cuts and all of that, like it's still fresh.
Leadership means having discipline.
Tim Houston's Progressive Conservatives tabled a budget last week with a $1.2 billion deficit and $130
Good job,
million
guys.
in cuts to grants across a variety of government departments.
If adjustments are needed,
See, this is why I moved from here because this is a PC government. Okay, so you guys all remember the years and years of me playing. So PC was the guy eating the apple, right? Progressive conservative, Paul Pilver. He ate the apple. He was all snide. That's this government, right? So just understand that the party of the government doesn't matter. They're all there to fuck you over, right? But don't forget that they don't want to do any type of things that make jobs at the same time as they're running the place into the ground. And then they're out here saying, don't shut our social programs down. But also, by the way, we don't want to do anything for work. Just give us free shit.
Yeah, but hey, you know,
yeah.
My reparations.
None of these people are black. Go ahead. They don't get reparations from us. We weren't slavers. Go ahead. Good, Danny. Sorry. Danny.
The social program thing, right? It's no worse than our government is giving over $1 million to the immigrants that are here that for daycare services.
Oh,
right?
Danny, I don't want to get into that right now.
Okay.
Jason, anything?
No. Go.
Okay. James.
Tim, can you up Danny's mic a little bit for us?
Yeah, well,
maybe
he
hear
has
from
to be unmuted. Unmute, Danny. Stay unmuted. I got you. Yeah, Beth. Anything up till now?
Nope.
All right. Cut.
I
Is that
got
better?
nothing to say. I got nothing to say.
Cut.
Do what?
Anything to say?
I don't think so.
African Nova Scotians say they're losing summer programs for youth, health programs, and scholarships. Ryan Summers also teaches at the Nova Scotia Community College.
Some of the bursaries and scholarships and stuff for them to not be funded anymore. I mean, wow. Like,
They're called free stuff. Stop acting as if this is entitlements. These are not things that you deserve because you exist.
Some people are going to lose their
Called him an African Nova Scotian.
education.
If we don't have the money for the shit, we can't give you the shit. We understand that mommy and daddy ran up their credit cards and declared bankruptcy to give you everything that you wanted. We're all not going to do that for you like mommy and daddy did because we don't give a fuck about you. The same as you don't give a fuck about us.
And more than half our paychecks already being sent to you motherfuckers. How much more do you want from us? The people that actually do the work.
Ukraine war.
They want you to live off of 10% of what you have, and they can get more than what you do, but you work for what you get, and they just get your free shit.
Everybody could be entitled for those.
And they don't even want mineral exploration. Listen, you can't say we can't fucking mine anything or anything, but where's the money going to come from? Where are we getting the money?
While in Toronto for a mining conference, Houston was asked about the reception he received at the gala.
You know, it's important that people have a mechanism to respond. We'll listen.
How the fuck does that guy become prime minister? He doesn't even look like a person.
That one on the left looks like
Yeah, his brother used to be in his position. This is this not Rob Ford? This one's which weirdo is this, Jason?
I have no
Danny? Danny knows. Danny.
What, that's Doug Ford.
Doug Ford, yeah. And his Rob Ford brother was the guy that was smoking crack, and he was the mayor instead of this guy. So we're not supposed to believe this is a mafia that your crack smoking brother was the mayor or whatever position they're in. And
Takes
then
all the American whiskeys off the shelves.
he dies from a drug overdose. And then this guy gets his position a couple months later as if it's nothing but a thing. This guy just, no problem. Now this guy's the boss. And it's like, but he looks exactly like the old boss. Yeah, but he don't smoke as much crack. And then, yeah, and then like Jason said, now we have all of our imports are fucked, right? And they don't want to do any mining. And they just want to give away free shit. And it's the weirdest thing ever. And I get it. No, they're doing the blowout, right? Is it like right
He
before?
wants to cut the power off. He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's the one that cut the power off. This fat guy, Jabba the Hutt here. He is the guy who cut the power off when Trump put the trades on, the tariffs on. Remember?
He didn't cut it off. He wanted to. He's the one that wanted
Whatever.
to.
He looks like a fucking cartoon.
He played that
character.
shit on the what was it, the advertisement on the football game there, where he cut the speech short and made it look different.
We'll play that in a minute before I get to the other part.
We'll listen to that and we'll try to work with people.
Houston was re-elected to a second term in 2024 with a super majority, which means he holds 2/3 of the seats in the legislature. The official opposition NDP says he decided the cuts without consultation.
There are always going to be some types of frustrations because these are things that they had no idea was coming.
African Nova Scotians say the gala was meant to celebrate their culture and accomplishments, but that includes activism. Kayla Hounsel, CBC News.
These people aren't
Halifax.
activists.
2 American women up here with 4 Canadian men.
Activists don't go out.
America do better.
Activists going out and screaming for free shit. That's not what activism is.
No.
No.
It was e-bagging.
Is that why you're mad at me, Jason?
Life bagging, we'll call it.
Is that why you hate me now?
Yeah, I fucking hate you.
Is that why? Because I e-bag now, like Jeff did? No, I'm asking you a real question.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Do you really hate me, or are you just trolling?
Man, obviously trolling. I was fucking hammered last night.
I know. I'm not.
When aren't you?
You threatened me and then
again, man.
fucking 5 days later.
Your threats potentially cut off electricity altogether. Would that be on April 1st if Trump went ahead with additional tariffs? What would it take to get there, sir?
Yeah, well, thanks for that question, Richard. Let's just see how this rolls out. You know, he changes his mind literally every single day. So I just wouldn't want to give you an exact date, but make no mistake about it. If he continues to attack our province, our country, taking jobs, families' paychecks, food off their table until they can't pay rent, I will do whatever it takes to maximize the pain against the American.
What he meant was his investment portfolio was being hit by this, and his buddies' profits for their businesses. This was not the tariffs, and also honestly, the tariffs didn't affect a regular citizen in any way. It raised prices for some things and stuff like that, and limited choice. But if you don't if you work around it, then it was okay. This was hurting his stock portfolio. That's why he cared.
He's a liberal in the PC friggin' clothing, first of all. And second of all, it's his buddies that did it to us, not Trump.
Of course. Carney is best friends with Trump.
Yeah, I'm going to start calling him Corny instead of Carney.
Against President Trump. You know, so many Americans I speak to and the elected officials and
he's saying what he thinks he needs to say, and this is all a setup to raise their stock portfolios. That's all this is.
even the three governors I've talked to recently.
Push and pull.
I start
like
off
an
with
abusive
apologizing
spouse.
we're in this position.
Push,
that we have
pull,
to do
push,
this.
pull, like Jason.
And they fully
One day
understand.
hates
They
me,
do
next
not
day he loves
agree
me.
with President
Abusive.
Trump. Republicans do.
It's good for the show, though.
Do not agree. At least the
Causes
ones
a
I speak to
rivalry. We
do
can't.
not
No one
agree
can
with
figure
President
out.
Trump.
Are we
But they're
rivals
too
or
scared to go out there and say it
friends?
publicly.
What's happening?
It's a shame. We have to put an end to this.
Your threat to potentially cut off electricity altogether, would that be?
So I just showed that just for the Americans that may not have seen it previously. And then, trust me, all this was leading up to something.
Hey, shortly after that, he has a barbecue and invites a bunch of liberals. Go figure.
Are you going to have to repeat that? I'm not on that page. Say it again.
Said shortly after that, he has a barbecue, okay, in his backyard pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he invited a whole bunch of liberals.
Yeah.
I do have a picture to prove it.
I believe it. No, I believe it. So this was all leading somewhere. This was a whole segment that I produced earlier while I was on the phone with different people and doing stuff, right? Before pre-show. Then the public's access to Province House is now restricted to authorized personnel only.
As the Houston government pushes through a new budget with $304 million in cuts to spending in the civil service, it's gaining a lot of attention and protest. With emotions high, the House...
We don't have a government. Understand that, everyone. What we have is people who are authorized by the judiciary and legal societies to operate our societies. Do you understand? Our government officials are approved of and put in place by the judiciary and legal societies, the people who govern judges and lawyers. Those societies are the secret societies that everybody always says, who are the people that you say are controlling the things behind the scenes? They're not ultra-rich oligarchy families. They are the lawyers and the judges and the societies that control them that allow these people to be in place. And then they run our societies into the ground while they raise their stock portfolios and retirement benefit plans. And then we end up paying for it for 50 to 100 years for all of their mistakes, but it's all by design. This is not things happening by accident that they're doing because they're like, oh, we can't figure it out. It's all this math stuff is complicated. We just don't know what's going on. That's not what's happening. This is all by design. And then they lock down the Province House so protesters can't even go do nothing about it because they know what they're doing. This is by design. This is not by accident.
Speaker announced restrictions to public access inside the province house after some tense moments this week.
Well, I changed the specifics to this floor because I want to make sure that we have a safe environment for all MLAs here at the province house.
For the time being, the public is no longer allowed access to the second floor where the Legislative Assembly sits.
I know what you're
Earlier
doing.
this week, Premier Tim
I
Houston
know
was
what you're doing,
berated by
and I'm
two
telling
members
everyone.
of the public as they left the gallery. And although the Speaker didn't...
None of
When you
these
don't have
people's
the access.
None of these people's retirement funds or stock portfolios are being negatively affected by this. Do you understand that? They are all profiting while they steal our shit.
Can I scream?
Yes.
If they weren't screwing us over, they wouldn't have to lock down the damn house. That's it. I don't want to keep going. I'll get carried away.
When an MLA was cornered by a group who were impacted by...
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show Americans what's coming to them. But majority of our audience is Americans, right? So,
yeah, but you know what?
Yo.
Until it slaps them in the face, they're gonna keep denying it. Just like
no. I'm doing this is I'm doing this show because sometimes I'm doing fuck shit. Sometimes I do other shit. Right now is a segment of the show where I'm showing people how I analyze politics and stuff like that because I haven't done a show like this for a long time. So I'm trying to show everybody in front of their eyes what I told everybody was going to happen 6 years ago in the province where I'm from. And now it's happening. So I'm proving it so that I can tell Americans now, when you don't do something, now you got this within 3 years. You're right behind us. Just like I said, everything else coming to you. And then right after they do this, that's when they institute the digital ID, and then you're fucked. Watch.
Spending cuts, which saw their conversation get heated. Barkhouse assured the restrictions are temporary.
As most people know,
Don't forget, in Europe, right before they did the digital ID, we had Germany collapse. Then Europe started collapsing. All of the European Union, they collapsed into madness with funding and all that stuff, just like they're doing here now. And then right after that, the digital ID, and then that's when the race wars start. And they do it all on purpose so that we fight each other instead of fighting them.
emotions are high here in the
It's
host.
you guys after.
Therefore, people
soon,
are
Danny.
allowed downstairs and up in the gallery. I do not, myself and the staff, do not want to impede people being able to enter and watch legislation being made. This is the people's house.
Outside this week saw 2 days of protests with hundreds of people filling the street. On Wednesday, the premier made his way through a crowd that remained after a protest and was followed by insults and lewd gestures. Former
Wham.
premier and interim Liberal leader Ian Rankin
They
calls
put
the
your
public
hands on you.
restrictions a step
Too bad,
backwards.
bitch.
When
You
there's
shouldn't be the
very
fucking
difficult decisions that have to
government
be
official.
made, elected officials need.
Listen, if I was the government official, I would put aside like an 8-hour period every 2 weeks at least to take public comments and have discussions with the public.
Need to be accountable.
It is more important than ever that people can come into this house and that they can feel that this is their house.
Political science professor Tom Urbaniak said there's a fine line between safety concerns and democratic access.
The speaker has to be able to assure us that she has taken that decision on the advice of the sergeant at arms or on the advice of nonpartisan experts, and not at the behest of any political party or any leader.
Barkhouse says she and her staff made the decision alone. Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Halifax.
Just so you know. That's a pretty good 1.5-hour segment. That worked out good. Now we can just relax. Got tons of other stuff we can go over, but thank you very much for holding it together for doing that, everybody. It was good. So what does anybody got to say?
I already knew we were fucked here in America.
No, you guys can stop it before it gets much further out of hand. You guys have the ability, but we do not.
I think that's a bit of an illusion at this point. I don't think there's enough people who are willing to do what's necessary or believe that we actually have to do anything about it. There's a lot of people in our country that think that we're on the right path right now,
Mhm.
or at least a better one than we were, and better is good enough for them, and it's bullshit.
You mean because their 401ks are going up, where they had to take some losses? See, this is what the majority of the public does not have retirement savings plans.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, the majority of the public, not the government, but
I
right?
know.
If you care about stock portfolios, then that's great.
Best thing you can do is you get you a job, a career that is the company that provides all this for you.
Yep.
As part of your package. That's what my husband did.
Nice.
To anybody looking to want something solid for their lives,
Yep.
look for a career that can offer all this for you. It makes life easier, more manageable, and prepare for your future in case.
What's up, Zucchini? Long time no see. I'm sorry that the last time you were here, I hope you weren't offended, but it's just there was so much going on, and I tried to get to you, and I saw you in the basement, and then I forgot. I did it to Tut earlier too. It's just I got 3 screens, and I'm bouncing around trying to produce a show. So, and then sorry about.
I get it.
That
man.
what
No
he's
worries.
saying is he sucks at it.
No worries. I get it. It's hard enough to manage my little stream, and I only do it on one fucking channel.
I know. Dusty told us there, right before, like maybe Halloween or something.
Yeah.
I was shocked because some people put some money together. I think I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention. He mentioned it once that somebody had contributed some money. I think a bunch of people did, and then they bought a new computer. And his show really improved after that because once you get a little bit better. He told me that everything that he was doing up till like October of last year, he did on a laptop, on like a 14 or 16 or 17 inch screen laptop.
Yeah.
And that's one screen, that's it. He said where the hinges were, it looked like it had been burnt from overheating from running the streams. He was doing everything he was doing just from that. I was like, holy fuck. I couldn't do that.
Well, I got a new computer from donations on YouTube because they didn't want my show to end, apparently, because it was going to the way my old computer was.
Yep.
They did right by me, and I appreciate it. And I always, thank my audience for coming, and, because it's whatever little audience I have, I appreciate it,
Gentlemen and ladies.
Sorry, Beth. Go.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna say adios for now.
All right. You want me to end your side?
Beth, you go take care of all them things you said you were going to take care of earlier.
Beth, you want me to end your side?
Did I scare Beth off?
Yeah.
You can do it.
Adios.
Have a good one, guys.